Hey everyone, welcome back. Andy Cassidy here, and I'm excited to bring you today's video. Today's video is about where is the best place to buy rental properties. And now this video will be broken down into two different parts. Part one is if you want to manage the property yourself, and part two is if you want to hire a property manager. Part number one, you want to manage the property yourself. Now this is good because this follows what I like to call the 30-minute rule. The 30-minute rule is any property you buy or manage should be within a 30-minute parameter of you. The reason being is for any simple maintenance item. Now when your tenant's in the property, if they have a simple item, you have to replace the wax wing on the toilet, lights go out, they blow a fuse in the circuit breaker, anything like that, and you know how to fix, the property is within 30 minutes from you. It's not a big deal to go out and fix it. But if your property is an hour and 20 minutes away, it's 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, the power just went out to the whole house, and you got to go out there. You know, there's rush hour, there's traffic, it could take you potentially 2 to 3 hours to get out there. Now, you want to follow this 30-minute rule. It will save you time and therefore will help save you money. In addition to the 30-minute rule, it's also nice because you get to keep an eye on your property. You can drive by when necessary or when you feel like it. You can keep an eye on the property to make sure that it's being treated respectfully and that the tenants are respecting the agreements that are written in the lease. Also, when you buy locally, you know your real estate market better, which allows you to therefore make better real estate deals. So you can know when a property is undervalued because the comps next to it sold for $500,000, but the one you're about to purchase is going for $450,000. Now, if you buy somewhere else, you don't know that real estate market as well, so it's harder for you to get good deals. If you do manage the property yourself, this may save you some money, but make sure you're qualified and you understand how to be a good landlord. Make sure you're in compliance with your local, state, and federal rules and regulations. Some examples of these are ESA, which are emotional support animals, rent control, eviction moratoriums, different propositions going on in your local town, and items such as these. That way, you're in full compliance with all the laws, rules, and regulations. To conclude, if you want to be your own property manager, make sure to follow the 30-minute rule. It will save you maintenance cost, time, lets you see your property more often. You'll also be in your own local community, so you know if you're getting better deals than if you go somewhere else. Also, stay in tune to the different local, state, and federal rules, regulations, and laws. So you still want to own property, but you don't want to manage it yourself. Totally fine. Now there's two things I want you to think about in this scenario. Are you going to invest for appreciation or cash flow? Because this will affect where you buy. If you're going for appreciation, you may go to places such as California, New York, or something along those lines. If you go for cash flow, you may go for states where they're more friendly for landlords and property values are less. A few things to keep in mind when it comes to cash flow is it's going to require more money down in order for the property to start cash flowing right away. Also, the positive monthly income you get each month. So when the rent is higher than all the expenses, that combination, that right there, that income, that's going to be taxable. Also, when it comes to appreciation, since you're not worried about cash flow, you can put less down, so you might not be getting any income each month from cash flow, but you'll be getting appreciation and you'll have to put less money down. So just keep that in mind as we go throughout this. Once you have an idea if you're investing for appreciation or cash flow, you'll also know, generally speaking, of where you want to invest. So make sure you have a property manager lined up. So once your property closes escrow, that management company takes over right away like clockwork, and they can get a tenant in there as fast as possible so that the property can start paying for itself. When deciding what property manager to use, make sure that they're experienced, they have knowledge, and they also have success. So you want to kind of test them out on each of these factors and ask them some questions. When it comes to knowledge, ask them about the local eviction moratorium. Ask them about rent control. Ask them about different ESAs, what the rules and regulations are going about that. Ask them about their experience. How long have they been a property manager? why did they get into the business, and that type of thing. And when it comes to their success, ask them, how often on all the properties do they manage? Do they collect all rents? How many properties do they manage? And questions related to this. Now that you know if you want to go with a property manager, what to look for when qualifying different property managers, if you want to rent out and manage the property yourself, this will help you to decide on where you want to buy your real estate. If this video is helpful to you, consider sharing it with someone else who might find it valuable. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.